The book of Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam, and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And the man said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skins, and clothed them. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the garden of Eden, to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the garden of Eden cherubims, and a flaming sword which turned every way, to keep the way of the tree of life. Well, folks, as we close the chapter on Genesis 3, we can't help but reflect on the profound lessons woven into this narrative. Now, here we saw the fall of Adam and Eve, an instance where they were swayed by the serpent's cunning words, where they succumbed to temptation, eating from the tree of knowledge that God had explicitly forbidden them to touch, a choice that had consequences, repercussions that still echo through the millennia. They were banished from the garden, a paradise lost. But within this story, within this fall from grace, there's an inherent message of resilience. The story doesn't end with the fall, it moves forward, showing us that even in the face of adversity, life continues. It does too. Adam and Eve, in the wake of their actions, they are faced with hardship and toil, but they endure, they survive, and they pave the way for generations to come. It's a poignant reminder to each one of us that we too can overcome, we can learn, and we can grow from our mistakes. This chapter, this story, reminds us of our shared humanity. It echoes our potential to falter, but also our capacity to rise. It's a testament to the idea that no matter how far we may fall, there is always a way back up, a way to redeem ourselves through perseverance, resilience, and humility. This is not just a story from the distant past, it's a mirror held up to every one of us, a testament to the human condition and a compass guiding us towards better choices, a better future. So as we leave the Garden of Eden behind, let's remember to carry its lessons forward, navigating our own paths, learning from our mistakes, and growing stronger through our shared experiences. As always, thank you for joining me on this journey through Genesis. Until next time, stay blessed and keep looking forward. Good night, everybody, and may God bless you all. You've been listening to ObamaVoice.com. If you're interested in being part of this journey with me, I hope you'll consider hitting the like button and subscribing to this channel. Your support not only enables us to keep bringing you more content, but it's also a valuable way for you to join the conversation and make your voice heard. Remember, when you engage by liking or subscribing, it's not just about supporting the channel. It's about participating in a broader dialogue, about sharing ideas and growing together. Please comment on what you would like to see and hear from ObamaVoice.com. So let's start this journey today by clicking the subscribe button and join me in this new venture.